All right, ladies, today on What Women Want to Know, we're really following suit with our previous podcast where we've been answering the question from our own, personal stories and experiences. The same question that we're asking you to think through and answer for yourselves, just to help give you some support there and some guidance and some ideas on how to approach some of these challenges. So our that we posed for our podcast this week is, what is the goal you want me to focus on right now? And that's the question. What we really challenge you to do is go to the Lord in prayer, spend some time in prayer, and ask the Lord, what is it that you want me to focus on right now in this time, in this season, Lord? So Laurena, share a little bit about your personal experience with challenging yourself in that way.
Sure. Yeah. So this year for me, I am moving towards being married later this year. And so, yes.
Show that rock.
It's here. So one of the focuses for me, as I was praying with the Lord over the last couple of weeks, that he's been highlighting, is just building a strong foundation between me and my fiance as we then move into married life. And one of the areas that he specifically highlighted to me was related to finances. And so we are doing some marriage counseling with a couple of pastors. Well, a pastor and then her husband. So people that we're in relationship with, and they're really savvy with finances. Wow. And yeah, so part of the goal is, or the focus for us this year is like, okay, we're going to start asking ourselves questions in these marriage counseling sessions that are related to, okay, how can we build like just healthy expectations around finances and how we approach money, actually establishing like, what is it, like goals for saving, what we need to tithe, listing out like all of our expenses and just talking about all those practical things, but to come into alignment with another person. Like it's not just me. So yeah, so the God goal is like focusing on, okay, how can we establish a healthy foundation? And one facet of that goal is the financial piece.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Jamie?
Yeah, so for me, I just recently completed a class all around heart healing, and it's by Jackie Dorman is her name. And, through that time, after that class, I'm like, okay, so what's next? What's next for me? And I was spending some time in prayer, and I asked God that question, what is it that you want me to focus on right now? What's next? And I often will phrase it this way: what would you have me do, God? What would you have me do? And I just sit and listen. And I heard him loud and clear, just in my mind, the phrase, clean out your closet.
Okay.
And so I just, prayed a little more about that and just had this realization that the clothes in my closet were tied to some memories that I had just worked on healing from.
Wow. And like maybe even some old mindsets too.
Old mindsets, thoughts and feelings, and he was basically saying, take those clothes, donate them. They can be a blessing for someone else and make room for the new.
That's good.
For the new Jamie. And so, I'm going to work on that. I have a friend that's coming over, and she's actually going to help me pull out those things and package them up and donate them. And then I'm making space to slowly buy some new clothes that are representative of this new place that the Lord has me in. So
wow, that is so cool, Jamie. I love how practical that is, and how like even the the environment that we're in or the clothes that we wear, like when we want to take strides to establish new things in our lives and changes, like it can be so practical like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't have to be like this earth shattering thing. It will actually be life changing for me, but yeah.
Yes, that is so cool. Well, I can't wait to see some of the new threads that you get.
I know.
Awesome. Well, thanks, ladies, for listening in for What Women Want to Know, and we look forward to sharing more of our stories with you soon.